Hey guys, what's up? It's Eric, and I am here today to respond to something I saw on the internet recently. I love going to Buzzfeed.com. It seems like a very cool place to go for lots of different lists, funny things, sometimes touching things. You never know what you're going to find there. Well, a couple of weeks ago, I saw the definitive list of free restaurant bread that they had ranked at BuzzFeed, and I thought I'd respond to that today because I do live a gluten-free lifestyle. If it has gluten and it's free, I'll eat it. So, there you go. Here is the list, and I will respond to this list accordingly because they got some of it right, but most of it they didn't. So, here we go. According to BuzzFeed, here's what they ranked the top 17 free restaurant breads. Number 17, Logan's Roadhouse rolls. Not bad. I don't know that I'd put them last. They're not my favorite, but they are what they are, and I'll eat them. They're free. Number 16. This is a big point of contention for me. Second to last on the list, Fazoli's free breadsticks. Are you kidding me? Fazoli's free breadsticks. Second to last on the list. Do you see this right there? Yes. Travesty. That's a travesty because Fazoli's free breadsticks are some of the best that you will ever find. These people that rank this must not have a Fazoli's near them or must not go there too often. We'll re-rank these later, but that's just wrong. Next, Ruby Tuesday's Biscuits. Okay, not bad. Longhorn Steakhouse rolls. Of course, they have the big bread that you have to cut yourself. Not a fan of having to do the work yourself, but whatever, I'll take it. Cracker Barrel, biscuits and corn muffins. Come on now, that low on the list, number 13. If you got some apple butter or some of that jelly, those biscuits are pretty top notch. I don't know that they belong all the way down number 13. Number 12, Romano's Macaroni Grill Rosemary bread. Come on, this shouldn't even be on the list. Rosemary bread, and then you dip it in the oil. I'm sorry, no, never did like it. 12 is way too much of a compliment for the Macaroni Grill Rosemary bread. I'm sorry, you're dropping down to the bottom of the list. Number 11, never heard of this place, Johnny Carino's. I think the closest one is in like Pigeon Forge, so we'll just kind of throw that out here. Carrabas, I know there's some Carrabas somewhere within the area. Their bread's pretty good, but midway, I think that'll work for them. Buca de Beppo, that's another one that's, Louisville I think has one. There's some close, but not too close. Indy's got one, I think. But anyway, midway, we'll keep them there. Oh, Charlie's Rolls at number 8. Oh, Charlie's Rolls at number 8? Really? Number 8. You're going to put Oh, Charlie's Rolls, those rolls that will leave third-degree burns on your fingers as you try to get in while they're still hot, so you can put the butter on and the butter can melt, and then you just enjoy them, or you dip them in your cup of potato soup. Number 8, like directly halfway in this list, that's wrong too. Sorry, can't do that. Number 7, Outback Steakhouse bread. Now, I do like that bread. I think it's the pumpernickel, that comes a loaf. Again, you got to cut it yourself, which, you can deal with. No, Outback Steakhouse is just too good to be this far down, especially below the next one, which is the Cheesecake Factory. Again, we don't have any here in the tri-state, but you can go to Louisville, you can go to Indy. And here's my problem with that. The Cheesecake Factory bread, you know what's coming at the end of your meal. They have big meals anyway at Cheesecake Factory. But when you're waiting for a big old slab of cheesecake at the end of your meal, why do you need bread before the meal? Don't waste your appetite. No. Forget it. Don't even eat bread at Cheesecake Factory. Let's just throw them off the list. Next up is a place many of you probably haven't been, and I only know this because I happened to stop into one of these places when I was in Ohio coming back from Kings Island, Mimi's Cafe. Now, if you've never been there, you don't know. But if you have been there, oh my goodness. They have a bread basket full of not only just your standard breads that you eat before a meal, but they have like sweet cakes in the bread basket as well. Like it's like a pumpkin or a carrot cake or something like that. It's just really, really good. Find a Mimi's Cafe if you can find it, because that belongs in the top 5. I'll put it there only because I stopped there last summer and it was great. Number 4, C&O Garlic Knots. Sounds good. Don't know where the place is. I think it's an out west thing, so we'll throw them off the list too. Now, this is what I don't understand. At number 3, they've got Texas Roadhouse rolls when they put Logan's at number 17. Now, nothing against either one of these rolls, but the problem is they're about the same thing. They're not really any different from each other. So how does Texas Roadhouse get put so far ahead of Logan's rolls? I think we'll lump them together into one and kind of push them midway through the pack, maybe, as far as that goes. Now, the cinnamon butter is good. We'll give them that. And number two. I don't know what they see in this. I love this restaurant, but they fall way behind on their bread, and that is the Olive Garden. Number two, and Fazoli's number 16. I know, yeah, maybe Olive Garden's a little bit classier than Fazoli's as far as type of restaurant, but Fazoli's breadsticks blow Olive Garden out of the water any day. You have to almost buy a side of Alfredo sauce to dip those breadsticks in at Olive Garden to make them worth eating. Number 2, no shot. We'll go ahead and throw them all the way to the very end of the list. No way. Number 1, they got it right. I'm sorry. There's no better free bread at a restaurant than Red Lobster. The Cheddar Bay Biscuits. Number 1 on the list. I'll keep them number 1 on my list too. BuzzFeed, you did get that one right. Okay, here's my top 5 out of the list we just mentioned. Mimi's Cafe. Find one. It's really good. Number 5. Number 4, we'll go ahead and put Outback Steakhouse on there because it's different than anything else. I'll keep that number 4. Number 3, O'Charley's. Gotta love those unsliceably soft rolls. Number 2, Fazoli's, giving them their just rewards where they should be on this list. And number 1, we'll keep it Red Lobster at the Cheddar Bay Biscuits. I'd like to know your choice as well. What do you think? Is there a restaurant I missed? I mean, Cheddar's is great, and so is Rafferty's. Got to love those croissants with the honey butter on them, but they're not really free with the meal. You have to buy something to get them. I can't really think of anything else, but if there's other restaurants I'm missing, let me know, and let me know how you would rank it. Thank you for joining me today.